you waiting for? Now! Now! Do it.
Hey folks, Naruto Gaming here. I know many of you have already heard about the recent drama surrounding Obsidian Entertainment's upcoming game, Avowed, and I'm not here to fan the flames or chase after rage clicks. Instead, I want to share my genuine disappointment and dwindling hope that Avowed will live up to the high standards we've come to expect from Obsidian, a studio that many of us have trusted to deliver some of the best RPGs of all time. So you all probably heard about controversy surrounding Avowed. It primarily stems from the comments made by game's art director Matt Hansen on a social platform Blue Sky, as well as the series of tweets. His remarks, which referred to a segment of the gaming community as chuds and stated that upsetting them was a side benefit of the game's inclusivity efforts, ignited a wave of backlash. Gamers expressed frustration for understandable reason, not only at the content of the comments but also at what they perceived as an unprofessional tone from someone representing such an established and beloved studio. Adding to this, there was a Twitter exchange involving Matt Hansen, former Blizzard developer, Mark Kern, and Elon Musk. The tweets centered around the inclusion of pronouns options in the game. You will see this all on the screen, which Kern and Musk criticized as unnecessary for a fantasy setting. Hansen's response to Musk was, well, to say the least weird, celebrating that his game has angered the tech billionaire, and basically only escalated the situation to be even worse. For many fans, this wasn't just one individual statement, it felt emblematic of a broader trend in the gaming industry that we all heard about, where personal political agendas seem to overshadow the creation of high-quality immersive games. And for me, this is particularly concerning for a studio like Obsidian, which has historically maintained a reputation for neutrality and a focus on player-centric design. Their games have long sought to unite communities through shared appreciation for compelling narratives and thoughtful gameplay, and Hansen's comments have left many, including myself, wondering whether his views reflect a deeper cultural shift within Obsidian, or, which is hopeful, if this was simply a poorly thought out personal remark, and it does not represent the broader opinion of Obsidian on this matter. Many people were very angry about what was said and were hoping that the studio would close or that the game would fail, and this is where it feels truly heartbreaking for me specifically, because Obsidian Entertainment has built a legacy of crafting RPGs that resonate deeply with the audiences and with me in particular. Not only that, it built the games that I myself treasure very deeply, and I'm sure there are many among my audience who feels the same. Much like BioWare in its golden years, Obsidian has delivered time and time again, offering us intricately detailed worlds, morally complex choices and narratives that linger with you long after the credits roll. I've personally played almost all of their titles excluding Armored Warfare and Grounded, and I hold deep appreciation for their work, even for some of the work like Outer Worlds. From the stellar sequel to KOTOR to the masterpiece of the Fallout New Vegas and the immersive worlds of both Pillar of Eternity games, their portfolio speaks for itself. Even the Outer Worlds, as I mentioned, which didn't achieve the cult classic status, still held a special place for me due to its sharp writing and engaging characters. It's testament to their ability to create games that feel both timeless and relevant, blending old-school design philosophies with modern innovations, and it's just hurtful to see so many people saying that they hope that the studio will close and that the production of their games will stop, because overall that's one of the few remaining good RPG makers in the market, and I can't imagine what will happen if they don't do their games. Their legacy is what makes the current drama all the more concerning. Obsidian titles have long exemplified classic RPG design, reminiscent of golden era of Baldur's Gate and Fallout, and it's no coincidence Obsidian was founded by the key members of Black Isle Studios, the creators of Fallout 2. That pedigree runs deep and it has been the foundation of their success. But seeing this controversy unfold makes me worry whether the studio is starting to drift from the principles that made it so special. But despite that, I personally do not wish the studio to close down, and as a gaming fans that appreciate good games, it's weird thing to wish for, since despite their art director, if they would close down there would be one less studio with huge experience of making great RPG games. And by god, we already don't have that many anyway. What I myself am most concerned about is that the controversy raises serious concerns about Avowed's direction. The game is set in Eora, the rich and detailed universe established by the Pillars of Eternity series, with lore spanning 2 major games. This setting comes with high expectations, and there's apprehension that the current team approach might alter the essence of this beloved world. Any deviation from established tone or storytelling style could alienate longtime fans, and turn another franchise into something different than it was. Additionally, it seems that Avowed has faced delays, and by the looks of it, it also had to be reworked, especially the combat system, since by the way how we saw it on the gameplay footages, the combat seems not impactful. But actually, despite all of those concerns, I'm still holding on to hope that Avowed will uphold Obsidian's legacy of quality RPGs. The studio has proven track record of overcoming challenges and delivering memorable experiences, even when faced with adversity. Whether it's their ability to tackle complex narratives or their commitment to player's choice, Obsidian has consistently delivered games that stand the test of time. The controversy surrounding Avowed might not reflect the company's overall stance, and let's hope that it's not, and I'm cautiously optimistic that the final product will still resonate with the fans. At the end of the day, Obsidian is more than sum of its parts, and the studio has shown time and time again that it can produce games that surprise and delight. Also, by the footage that I saw from the game coming from larger content creators and journalists, you can see that the game does not look too bad. It has a deep and varied RPG system, and while animations and combat look janky for now, it's not as important for RPG game. I mean, many of the good RPGs had not the greatest gameplay. Let's just hope that the story and the setting will be great, as Obsidian are good at creating this, and despite the recent drama, our team is not responsible for game story nor the game's overall feel. I mean, game designers decide the overall feel that the artists are implementing after all. The drama surrounding Avowed is undeniably frustrating, not just because of the specific comments made, but because of what it symbolizes, a potential shift away from the focus and values that have made Obsidian a beloved name in RPGs. For fans like me, this feels like a pivotal moment both for the game and the studio. Will Avowed rise above the controversy and deliver the rich immersive RPG experience that we've come to expect, or will it stumble under the weight of its own drama and expectations, and will deliver a similar product that Veilguard delivered when BioWare released it? For now, I choose cautious optimism. Obsidian has earned that much, but as the game approaches release, I'll be watching closely, hoping that this is just a bump in the road and not the sign of deeper issues within the studio. Let's hope Avowed can stand as a reminder of why we fell in love with the Obsidian games in the first place. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Avowed can live up to Obsidian's legacy, or are you as worried as I am right now?